Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the canyon. It's a quick view. There was a thumbnail. You've already seen it. Here's how time travel works. You've all time traveled. You have seen the thumbnail. I haven't even taken it yet. I don't know what it's going to be yet. You know what it is after I knew what it was, before I knew what it was. Don't try to follow the rabbit. So you saw it on the thumbnail and in the thumbnail. Cross RC Blackrock. Are my hopes high? Allow me to refer to it by its complete name. I like the look of them. The Cross RC CZR974000423, aka the Blackrock. These are not inexpensive. I Googled them. They were sent in by a channel subscriber, member, follower. I can't remember. They asked about something in the most recent ploffering. I won't get into that. And I saw, oh, it's already gone. And they were like, well, I want to send you these Blackrock tires anyway because I want you to test them. And I was like, cool, I've never tested a Cross RC tire before. They are of the new school. This is the new Canyon school. They are all 4 pre-mounted because they are mounted on Canyon Customs softs. And I used softs all the way around because these are indeed, well, they are listed as 115 by 45. Not 100% sure what that is. And they are actually a little under that. They're about 113. AKA just under 4.5. 4 3/8-ish. Maybe a little over 4 3/8. And what do we got width-wise? 45, 46. Somewhere in between the two. Now, the vertical height and the width would be impacted, if only slightly, by the chosen insert. And these tires perhaps have an unfair advantage in that they are the first tire to be tested as was done by popular voting. Well, it was necessitated. The tires were sent without inserts. So were I to want to run the foam inserts that come with Blackrocks, I could not. And when the gentleman said that he was sending them in and he said, but they don't have inserts, I said, that is not a problem. And that was before we had made the decision to go to Canyon Customs for all testing. So I have 6 Tim-Tin inners. So we will be able to do I don't know how I ended up with 6. We will be able to do a combination, like depending on how that tire feels. In general, I would choose to use soft front, medium rears. A medium, for those unaware, is this. That's a Canyon medium, but we don't have the opportunity to run the medium because it's much bigger. It would really be smashed down, and it would turn more into like a Canyon firm, and we've not encountered anything requiring a Canyon firm. So this is a size of tire that I really like. I like this 4.5 inch size. And it's not super popular. The 445, 45, I mean, they look good. They fit good. Now, they also feel good. I washed them when I got them and left them stacked up on the bench. They've been here a couple days. Left them stacked up on the bench, and they did indeed all stick together. What worries me is that, while different to a degree, there we go, there's a good view. I mean, this is a very trepidor-y pattern. This is the worst trepidor ever made. I'm not saying that that's foreshadowing. I don't know. We're going to go together. Also, way up on the rack, little growler to it. A little bit of a growler there. The trepidor tread pattern, the pattern itself, without regard to the compound or anything else, has never been good. Like, we've never really gotten any trepidor of any kind that did, like, even recommendable. So, I hope this does not bode negatively for the Cross Blackrock. There's the sheet. Here's my impromptu clipboard. I I still need like a clip for the pencil. We'll get to the, or just a string with the pencil hanging off of it. We'll get to it. We're refining the process. This is the first test using Canyon Customs inserts as the standard insert for testing. I have medium hopes for the RC Blackrock. $35 a set. That's expensive. So these have got to do some stuff. I'm not getting that Boom Racing Hustler feel at all. Oh, I didn't do this earlier. A little sweetness. And I'm not going to say that the sweeter a tire smells, the better it works, but the more it smells like a bicycle tire, the worse it works. And these seem okay. These seem okay. These seem all right. Let's find out. We're going to find out together. We'll do the things. And then we'll know. We don't know till we know. I wish I could say that I had more in the way of takeaways from the drive out from the shop, but like I couldn't really tell anything. They're tires. They're round. Hey, come on, do it. I tell you, that first 20 seconds is the real nail biter. We're going to find a lot of things out about this tire and through the course of this. But the ability to just ascend slick rock from the beginning, just to do this. We're going to test the shuttle. Get around there. And what you want to do is get that front tire over there and then have enough to do that. You want to have enough to do that. And then we will do compliance test here. That's not bad. Little mini brake over here. Yeah, now like a 4.4-ish. That's not unexpected. Dealt with that low speed little shot there pretty well. Little fall back there. Nice turn in there. Now, I don't think that I'm almost certain we're going to lose some breakover points just because of the height. Now, I've mentioned that I like that 4.4, 4.5 size, but for portals. So on a straight axle, I think this is a little short, and I hear all the Class 1 people out there going, harumph, and that's fine. 419 is not my comfort zone. Should be able to. A smaller tire does have strengths. Side hill stuff should be pretty good. That wasn't bad. But I honestly, it almost kind of pains me, and I don't know why it shouldn't pain me to be honest in my numbers. I would give the pure forward drive on that an 8.9. That wasn't a 9+. Like a Canyon Trail would do better. And the Canyon Trail, what I used to say is my baseline medium type, not U baseline, is my baseline for like mid-range performance. Isn't really fair because the tuned Canyon Trail is quite good. But I would say an unmodified S1 Canyon Trail is about a 9 in terms of just pure forward drive. And we were just the slimmest amount worse. Directionality is great. Thank goodness for the sheet. I couldn't even remember where to go next. Rolling into Daphne's. I don't want to think that this is a tire that needs more compliance to do it all the way. The carcass did not feel particularly hard. It felt pretty soft. Oh, that was nice. It'll take a minute to get used to the ride height, let's say. Positionability feels good. Just the forward drive. Okay. Now, does the tire have enough height to do the shuttle back. Grab it, grab it. Pull out, yeah, there you go. I got a number. I've got a number. It has the opportunity to better or worsen that number based on what happens right here. Yeah, that was a quasi salvage. 8.6 Daphne's. 8.6 for the Blackrock. I'm keeping my pen. I'm sticking my pen in my hat. It's working. This is working. We're refining. I don't want to feel like I'm introducing undue pressure. Well, that was good. There's a little bit here. It's kind of semi-unspoken that there's a little notch. The rock that's right behind the, sort of under the rear bumper, there's a little notch right there. And as you cross diagonally through that notch, it has a tendency to flop the rig right on its side. Particularly if there's like too much sidewall compliance, a little too much ability to fold over. So the ability to hold there, I actually, that's like, that could indeed affect the points. I want to see the tread lug here. Oh, I came into that so high. This is not reflecting on the tire at all. That is 55 degrees. I came in I was looking down. Just went through the first impromptu self-righting test. What do you call it when it's good and bad at the same time? Because that's what it was. Using forward throttle, I could not self-right. Just kind of curly shuffle. There's a little Zoidberg action on the ground, but a little burst of reverse popped it right up. So I don't know. It was way too high there. Woo! Yeah, the reverse writing works really good. I don't know how to score that. Like, we're gonna do some official flops, so you'll get to see them. But I've never been put in the position of having to score. Forward throttle writing doesn't work, and reverse throttle writing is pretty good. Yeah, this is grip and slip. This is a situation of grip and slip, and it's almost like I'm getting, there we are. There we are. I was gonna say I'm getting too much grip. Nice, nice. But again, that third tries a charm, right? We're kind of learning the tire as we go. The initial performance and the finishing performance, I feel confident in the same thing. 8.6, yet again. Pen back in hat. And with that, we move on. One might ask, one or more might ask, at this point, am I second guessing that initial score for forward drive after seeing what I've seen? No. I think it's close. It's right there. I don't know if it's the height or what, but it's not going to have enough to do it without the shuttle. But if we go to the shuttle position, it was always in control. It might felt like we had a good bit of wheel slip, but it felt really composed. See how we do? This is rough here across the top. And we see the descent. It's nice. It's nice. Can we pull the L without a bump? That's good. It's pretty good height. We're getting a little bit of traction hop. Try to zhuzh it here. It's just a little more. I wouldn't even call that a bump. That was just a gradual increase in throttle. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Shuttle it around here because I know we're not going to have that clearance with the lower tire. A little more. Right there. Nice. Like, not out of shape. Not, again, forward drive, not at the maximum, but we can really work with it, and it really holds on descending. We're gonna hop and pop right back up, beast. 8.9, pen back in the hat. Now let's see. We've got a decent side lug, but how well can we use it? Oh, you know. Oh, I thought that breech was. See, it's that little stuff. It's like these are little mental tallies. Tires work their way up to a score. They don't start at a 10 and get deductions. They start at like basically a 7. They start at nothing. And like that the ability to breach up onto there without too much fuss, that's points in the plus column. It feels nice. Yeah, that was excellent. That was excellent. See how tight we can stay here. I can use lots and lots of steering input. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bonus to CG with that little bit shorter tire. I'm learning it. I feel like I'm getting used to it. It doesn't act as short as it is like negatively. CG and stuff like the tendency to roll back to wheels, that there's that peculiarity to the self-righting, but everything through there, I didn't even feel out of control as I was tumbling down the face of that. I can't go too high, gets a little bonus point for the breach on. I'm gonna go a 9.2. It's out of the 8s for the first time, 9.2 at Oblivion, and I feel pretty good about it. On to Daphne's third, and I genuinely have no idea. I feel like it could be okay. Little hesitation, but honestly pretty good. From that, I have a score. Positionability on this tire is much better than I had anticipated. That's some bumper end due to the ride height. Okay, soft side, got a little bit there. Oh, that's a wide out. It's a half a point thing here. Oh, come on. They're tricksy little hobbitses. Oh, it was there. It was there. Real slow. Oh yeah, there we go. Oof. It's a balance beam. It's not the big wide plank of traction. It is the balance beam. Daphne's third. I'd give that an. I give that a 9.1. I was halfway to 8.9, but I was like, the performance on the first side of the third, that was genuinely good. That was okay. It was there were some little deductions, or if not deductions, points not added. Inverse deductions? No, that would be additions. Inverse additions. There were some inverse additions because getting it right into the spot I wanted it to. The tire has a lot of positionability, but if you don't go into it just so, you might have to go into it again. I'm mentally checking my 8.9 score for forward drive here. There'll be a pull, and I'll go, maybe a 9. And then I'll do another pull, and I go, no, that's definitely an 8.9. And then another pull, and I go, ooh, maybe a 9.2. And then I pull it again, 8.9. I keep coming back to 8.9. Ooh, yeah. Let's go for the biggest kick we can get. It stays up. Stays up. It's nice and flat. It does have benefits and bonuses. Yeah. I'll give that a 9.3. Yeah, that's a 9.3. All right, now The ability to roll me in. Yeah, perfect. Almost too much grip. It's almost too much grip. Now, center up here a little so you can see. Ordinarily, steer towards the ground, forward throttle. Nothing. Steer away, reverse. Boom. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? It's a little out of the ordinary, and we bonk. Steer towards the ground, forward throttle. We just slide, steer away, reverse, boom. Now, that is... I'm trying to talk my way through it here. That's really good on that self-right. So we won't even waste our time. We'll just... Oh, come on. That lower ride height, man. The CG is down. Steer away. Reverse. That's really good. That bump is really good, but you can only self-right using reverse. It doesn't work going the other way. So it can't be like a 9. It's got to be a half a point deduction. 8.5. It's a really good bump, but it's only really good. It scores a perfect 100 at half of its bumping. And a 0 on the other half. I should give it a 7.5, but it's so good at reverse bumping. Yeah, we're going to stand on the 8.5. We're going to stand on it. Again, no genuine idea how we're going to do here. Does have a very LT radial look to it. Steering response is really good. Descending response is really good. We've got that just little lack of forward drive. And pair that. Ooh, prove me wrong. Nice. I mean, using additional beans for dirt transitions, I don't have a problem with that at all. That's a thing. The ability to do this through sand and dirt is great, but yeah, I mean, reality often intervenes. And we can get the front up over the lip, no problem. So it has sufficient drive to do it. We've got that little loss of height, but again and again, I think a 4.4, 4.5 is better suited to a portal. So I think a lot of the little sticky belly action we're getting has nothing to do with the Blackrock. I think it's the fact that we're closer to Class 1 than we are to Class 2. So we have to make those accommodations. I think this did well here. I think the drawback is platform. It's a straight axle. But we got to score it on what we got to score it on. All right, I've got a number. We're going to give it an opportunity. We're going to present it with something that I would regard as pretty difficult. Like that right there, that is very much in line with the 8.8 that I want to give it for surface transition here at teardrop. But yeah, it doesn't have the height. Maybe I can get it here in this notch though. Right, no, get back up. There you are. Nah. There it is. Yeah, I'll give you a bump for that one. 8.8? No. 9.0. Because if it showed me the ability to bump out of that soft, dry dirt up over that ledge, we used the kind of, air quotes, easiest spot to do it. But it did it. And I'm 100% fine with throwing another quarter-ish point on there. 9.0 there. We got one thing left, man. Y'all know what it is. It's kind of what makes or breaks a score, really. All that's left is to do what we do Do a little scent here. See if we've gotten any shape in at all. You know what? I would have moved it to like a 9. I would have moved it to a 9. It's a little better. Like the insert is a little better seated into the tire maybe, but there's still that little bit of uncertainty. I'm comfortable with the 8.9, and there remains only one question. Well, there remains multiple questions, but there's one primary question, which is, after we do this, let's get a good schwitz, good spritz on there. What are we looking at? What are we working with? I don't know. Cut. It holds. There's no fallback, so that's already good. We've lost a bit of traction. Some tires respond to a little more beans. I wouldn't say that. Oh, come on. Yeah, that ability to burst and actually get some forward progress, it's picking up points for that. Do it there. Almost like we had to soak them in a little, because I figured that I feel like that's as wet as they could get, or at least, the very least, the wettest they've been. Oh, that was there. I instinctively turned towards the ground, hit the throttle, and it just skates around. And I'm lucky it didn't bounce off the tripod. I got a number. It's enough. It's enough to get a number. I'm writing down a number. I am going to add these numbers together. That's a thing that we do. And then I'm going to tell you in a way that is genuine. I have a number right now. I have a number in my head that I think this tire is. Out of 100. We test 10 aspects and... Oh, I'm sorry. Out of 99, the best you can do is a 9.9. So out of 99, I have a number in my head for what this tire is. And we've got an array of numbers here, ranging from the 8s to the low 9s. That it's enough that my brain is insufficiently powered to tell you what these numbers total. But I have a number in my head. And I'm going to say it, and then there's going to be a transition. We're going to find out how close I was. If you were playing along, maybe you've added that. Well, I haven't told you what one of the numbers is. Ha ha! So you won't know. This tire, to me, is on the cusp. It's an 87, 88. It's an 87.5. I would go with an 87.5. That's how I would score this tire. And now I'm going to get out a calculator because I can't trust my mental math anymore. I've tried to railroad some tires out of points by not carrying the 1. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to add these together, and we're going to find out how the Blackrock did. So just as a refresher, the Cross RC, letters and numbers jumble, better known colloquially as the Blackrock. 8.9, 8.6, 8.6, 8.9, 9.2 at Oblivion, 9.1 at Daphne's Third. I gave it a bump score of 9.3, 9.0 surface transitions at the Teardrop, 8.5 in self-writing, and that's the one that is sticky for me because it self-writes so good in reverse, but is basically incapable of doing it in forward drive. And I gave it a 7.9 on wet, because I think, like, it was never like out of control and it could do it. And we crossed the bean twice. Just, you've got to use a lot of throttle. I'm okay with 7.9. And I didn't give it a 7.9 after doing the math. I gave it a 7.9. They were all written down. And then I did the math, and that is an aggregate total score of 88 even, 88.0. I think the tire is a half a point worse than that. I think it's an 87.5, which is not terrible by any means. And I think if we were to factor in a certainly tangible but not tested, that being how scale and how good does the tire look, you could give it another point, easy. You might get into the low 90s with this, because I think they look good. I think putting it on portals will get you another point, maybe 2 points. But this is unquestionably a tire where, like, so those theoretical add-on points are erased by the fact that these are $35 a pair. Because you've got to want the look. This costs more than... Predator trenchers cost less than these. That's cuckoo crazy. So we try to ignore the price, but then at some point we have to acknowledge the price, and any bonus points it might gain in like a portal application or what have you, any scale points it's going to pick up are going to get negated by the fact that it is in that, if you're $35 or more per pair, you are in the elite range of how expensive tires are. I paid 2.2 J-Concepts Tusks are like $2 a pair more than these. And they're enormous. They're 5 times the size of these tires. So you're getting 5 times the rubber. These cost more than Tusks. These cost more than a lot of tires. In recent testing, these cost more than everything except Rock Beast XORs in Alien. So that's a point strike that I will not levy myself, but I leave up to you. Because you might love the look. I think they look fantastic on baseline right there. They fit perfectly. That 4.5 size is just more realistic. Class 2 tires, unless you've got something fenderless or something that's built bigger with like a 13-inch, 14-inch wheelbase, they look too big on most things. They just look too big. These look amazing. So it's going to come down to how much are you willing to pay for that look? What are your sacrifices for vanity? The tire looks good. It performs well. It does not perform in line with its price point, I do, in my personal opinion. And I would not make those sacrifices for vanity. I would pick a tire that is cheaper and performs either the same or a little better. Know what I'm saying? So there you go. Cross RC Blackrock. Not a 70. That's basically what we're asking for. But also, I don't think a score that justifies the price. They're very good, but they are also very expensive. And those goods kind of cancel each other out. They kind of have to. Same with the XORs. I'm coming back around, you know. Not bad, Cross RC. Certainly not disappointing. Like, it ain't no Boom Racing Hustler, and I paid more for Hustlers. So, the takeaway is that, yeah, on the one hand, not every tire is a 94, 95. That's just not how it works. An 88. An 88 is really good. I don't know why I feel bad about handing out an 88. For this tire, I feel like 88's a little generous. This tire could have pulled like an 84. Like it could have. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. Other things I will leave up to you. Commenting, subscribing, considering a channel membership, maybe picking up a Crawler Canyon t-shirt, any of those sorts of things. I will not leave it up to you to tune in for the next one. That's mandatory. Also mandatory is doing your very best in between now and when we meet again. Have a good one, everybody. We will That's an inauspicious ending. No, reverse. Yeah. It's like the G2 forward to reverse thing. Once I could program my brain to only self-write in reverse, these would be great. We will see you in the next one. That is a guarantee. I wish you all the very best. We look forward to seeing you. We love having you here in the canyon. Another quick view in the books. Cross RC Blackrock 88. I'm good with it.